Good morning, students. Today I am going to discuss about chapter number 2, fractions and decimal. You are already familiar with the concept of fractions, their addition and subtraction. In this chapter, we will elaborate on other operations on fractions and also we will discuss about the decimals. Today in this video, I am going to discuss about the introduction and the types of fractions, which are proper fraction, improper fraction, mixed fraction, like and unlike fraction, and last equivalent fractions. So before starting all these introduction and type of fraction, I want to tell you about the fraction. What are fractions and where we'll use? Fraction basically we are using for the part of a whole. For example, if you have two complete chocolates, so you are dedicating it as two. But if you have one chocolate and you want to share this chocolate among with your friend or your brother or sister, so what you will do, you will break it into two equal parts or two parts. So here we need a fraction. If a complete part is denoted as 1, then how you will denote their parts? You divided your chocolate into two parts. So each part of the chocolate is known as half part or 1 by 2, and 1 by 2 is a fraction number. Let us discuss and see more examples followed by the definition of the fractions. So the definition of fraction are as follow: numbers in the form of p upon q, where p and q are whole numbers and q is not equals to 0. This is the sign of not equals to. Here the p denotes to the numerator and q denotes to denominator. It means the upper part of the fraction is called numerator and the lower part of the fraction is known as denominator. Let's see some examples of the fractions. Here you see, in this plate you have 3 pieces of pizza. Basically it was 4, but one piece is ate by somebody. So here we have 3 pieces left. So we written the remaining pizza in the form of 3 upon 4, where 3 is the numerator and 4 is denominator. So the upper part is 3, which is numerator, and the lower part is 4, which is denominator. How we have written like this? See, the remaining part or the part used, we always written in the numerator, and the total part which was there or which is there, we always written in denominator. So see, here we have 1, 2 and 3 parts, so it will written as numerator, which is 3, and the total part 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 filled and 1 empty, 4 in the denominator. Take another example. Before giving you another example, I want to ask you a question. If the all parts is 3 by 4, so what you will say about the each part on this tray? That means this is how much part you ate, or what is the value of each part? Okay, see. So each part is denoted as 1 by 4. Why it is denoted as 1 by 4? See, the total parts are 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have written the value of these part 1, 2 and 3. 3 by 4, and the total part is 4. So the value of each part will be denoted as 1. 1 by 4, 1 by 4, 1 by 4. Here we are going to see some more examples. Let's see the following strips. Here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 strips are there, which is of same size. So the first strip is a complete strip. Second strip is divided into two equal parts. third strip is divided into 3 equal parts, fourth strip is divided into 4 equal parts, and fifth strip is divided into 5 equal parts, and sixth strip is divided into 6 equal parts, and the last strip is divided into 10 equal parts. So the first strip is known as 1. Why? Because it's not divided, it's a complete part, or you can say whole. It's a complete part. Now look at the second example. This strip is divided into 2 equal parts. So each part of this strip is known as 1 by 2. Similarly, in the third, it is divided into 3 equal parts. So each part of this strip is denoted as 1 by 3. Here, each part is denoted as 1 by 4. Here, each part is denoted as 1 by 5. Here 1 by 6, and here 1 by 10. Let's see another one. Here we have the following circles, which is of same radius. The first circle is a complete circle, second is divided into 2 parts, third one is divided into 3 parts, fourth one is divided into 4, fifth one is 5 parts, and sixth one is divided into 6 parts, and last one is divided into 10 parts. So the complete one, as earlier we have discussed, the complete portion is known as 1. So we have one circle, and the second one divided into 2 parts, so we can say it's a half circle, or half we are representing as 1 upon 2. So each part is known as 1 by 2. Similarly, this 1 by 3, 1 by 4, 1 by 5, 1 by 6, and 1 by 10. Each part is 1 by 4. Here each part is 1 by 5. Here each part is 1 by 6, and here each part is divided into 1 by 10th part of this circle. Take a look of another example. Now see, here we have 4 glasses. First is filled 1/4, second is filled 2/4, third is filled 3/4, and last is fully filled or completely filled. So the last one, which is completely filled, we say that as 1. Why? 1 glass water. When we ask 1 glass water, we will drink a complete glass of water, not a partial. Okay, so that's why it is known as 1 glass. Now we'll move to the types of the fraction. There are basically 3 types of fraction. First is proper fraction, second is improper fraction, and third one is mixed fraction. So in proper fraction, the numerator is smaller than the denominator. In the improper fraction, numerator is greater than the denominator. In the mixed fraction, we have 2 different kinds of number. We will discuss about it later. First we'll discuss proper fraction and improper fraction. In proper fraction, you can see that the upper part of the number, which is known as numerator, is 3, and the lower part of the number, which is denominator, is 5. 3 is smaller than the 5. So here the numerator is smaller and denominator is greater. Such kind of fractions are known as proper fraction. If you will see the next example in proper fraction, here the numerator is 9 and the denominator is 5. 9 is greater than the 5. It means numerator is greater than the denominator. Such kind of fraction is known as improper fraction. So the definition of the proper fraction is fractions whose numerator is lesser than the denominator are known as proper fraction. Improper fraction, fractions whose numerator is greater than the denominator are improper fraction. If we talk about the mixed fraction, in mixed fraction the fractions numbers are divided into 2 parts. The number is divided into 2 parts. In mixed fraction, the numbers divided into 2 parts. One is 2, which is a whole number. Second is 3 by 5, which is a proper fraction. So the combination of a whole number and a proper fraction is known as mixed fraction. Let's see more examples of mixed fraction. So here in the mixed fraction, you see that the number is 2, which is a whole number, and in second the number is 1 by 3, which is a proper fraction. So the combination of these two numbers, 2, 1 by 3, is a mixed fraction. Basically 2 and 1 by 3, there is a plus sign between these two numbers. It means you can write it 2 plus 1 by 3. Now we are moving to the next one. How we will solve mixed fraction into improper fraction. Here we are going to follow the method of MAD. Multiply, add, and denominator stays the same. Remember this MAD, 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 multiply, add, and denominator stays the same. It means that first we will multiply. What you will multiply? Denominator with the whole number. You multiply the denominator with the whole number, then you will add to the numerator. Okay, 5 4s are 20, 20 plus 2 equals to 22, and denominator stays the same. That means whatever the denominator you have, here we have the denominator 5, so in the result the denominator will remain same, it is also 5. Let's have a look of another example. 2 1 by 4 equals to 9 upon 4. How we will get this? 4 2s are 8 plus 1 equals to 9. 9 by 4. We will discuss about the circle in the next figure. Let's have a look of a solutions. Here in the first example I was telling you, first we'll multiply to the denominator to the whole number. So 4 multiplied by 5 equals to 20. Then whatever the result we will have, we will add to the numerator. So 20 plus 2 equals to 22. So we will have here 22. And the denominator stays the same. So we will have here 5 as it is. Now in the next, here we are going to multiply 4 among with 2. 4 2s are 8, and the result we will add with the numerator. 8 plus 1 equals to 9. So the result we will have 9 by 4. Why 4? Because denominator stays the same. Remember this MAD method. If you will not remember, it will make you mad. Okay, here we are going to discuss about the circle. So how we are writing the mixed fraction or the improper fraction. So if you see here, you have a complete shaded circle, two complete shaded circle, 1 and 2. So we have written in the whole number place, which is 2. And here we have four parts in which one part is shaded. So among the 4 parts, one part is shaded. So we will write it as 1 by 4. So in the result, what we have done, we divide the all circles into 4 parts. 4, 4, 8 and 4, 3 are 12. So all parts are 4. So all have the same parts. So we have written the common denominator as 4 and count the number of parts. 1, 2, 3, 4, and here also 5, 6, 7, 8 and 1, 9. So 9 parts are shaded. So we have written here 9, and here all circles are divided into 4 parts. So in the denominator place we will write 4. So the answer is 9 by 4. Now how we change number which is in proper fraction into the mixed fraction. So here it is given 4 divides into 21, 4 divides into 21. So we will have here 5. How? 4 5s are 20. If we will go ahead, 4 6 are 24. 24 is greater than the 21. So we will take the number which is lesser than our dividend. So here we have 20. If you subtract it, you will get here 1. Okay, So 4, so here see, 4 divides into 21, we will have 5 and 1 left over. 1 means leftover. So how we are writing it? The number or the result we are getting after dividing it, it will becomes a whole number or a whole part, and the remaining 1 we will write at the numerator, and in math we have learned denominator remains same. So 4 is the denominator here, or we will write 4 only. Is that clear? Based on this result, do the following question. So here we have to convert to the mixed numbers. So what we have here, 43 upon 9. So how you will solve it? See, you need to do division again. 43 into dividend, 9 is divisor. Now read table. 9 1 the 9, 2 the 18, 3 the 27, 9 4 the 36, and 9 5 the 45. 9 5 the 45 is greater than 43. So what we will do? 9 4 the, we will take 9 4 the 36. 3 6. Now what is left after subtracting it? When we are going to do subtraction of it, what will left? We will have here 7. Am I correct? So I told you in math, denominator is remains same. So write here 9 at the denominator place. In the whole number, I told you we will write the answer or the result of the division. So the result is 4. So we will write here. And the remainder will become as numerator. So this we will write as, this we will write at numerator. So write here 7. So what your answer becomes? Your answer will be there 4 whole 7 upon 9. Okay, let's have a look of next question. Here we have so many questions: 8 1 by 5, 9 1 by 5, 2 1 by 2, 5 1 by 7. And this is your homework. You have to solve all these questions at home in your rough copy, not in fair copy. You have to solve all these questions in rough copy and check your result. If you have any problem, we will discuss this question in the next class. Now I move to the next type of fraction, which is like and unlike fraction. Like, the meaning of like is similar. Similar in the sense there something is similar. So here we are going to compare all the fractions. Okay. So in like fraction, the definition of like fraction is fractions with the same denominators are known as like fraction, and the fractions with the different denominators are known as unlike fraction. Now let's talk about the examples. Here the examples are 2 upon 7, 3 upon 7, 5 upon 7, and 6 upon 7. Here the denominators of all the fractions are same. You can see the denominators of all the fraction here is 7. You can easily see better here. The denominators of all the fractions are same. So you can see better. These are the like in all the fraction. 7 is similar in all the fraction. So such kind of fractions are known as like fraction. Once again I am going to repeat it. The definition of like fraction: fraction with the same denominators are called like fraction. Now what you will say about the unlike fraction? The fraction whose denominator are not same. For example, I have taken here 2 upon 17, 3 upon 5, 5 upon 10, 6 upon 7. Take any of the fractions, and you can notice here their denominators are not same or not equal. They have different denominator. The fraction who have different denominators are unlike fraction. So this is an example of unlike fraction, and this is an example of like fraction. This is example of like, and this is example of unlike fractions. Now I'll proceed. Equivalent fraction. In equal fraction, fraction that represent the same amount are called equivalent fraction. What is same amount? Same amount, the value after solving it, we will get the same answer in all. How we'll solve the fraction? Solving in the sense we are reducing all the fraction. Let's have an example of it. For example, 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 9 and 5 upon 15. I have taken this example 1 by 3, 2 by 6, 3 by 9 and 5 by 15. How they are same? So first I have taken the fraction 1 by 3. This fraction is already in lowest form, so we cannot reduce it further. Now see 2 by 6. In 2 by 6, we can reduce it. We can divide both the numbers, numerator and the denominator, with 2. If we divide 2 with 2, we get 2 1s are 2, and here we will get 2 3s are 6. So the answer is 1 by 3 here. Now see the next one, 3 by 9. If we divide 3 by 9, with 3, what you will get? 3 1s are 3 and 3 3s are 9. Here also the answer is same. And last, 5 upon 15. When you divide 5 upon 15 with 5, 5 1s are 5 and 5 3s are 15. Here we can see the answer of all the fractions are same, which is 1 by 3. Here also 1 by 3. Here also we will get 1 by 3. Here we will get 1 by 3. Such kind of fractions are known as equivalent fraction. What are these? This is known as equivalent fraction. Hope you understand the types of the fraction. Now later on we will discuss more about it, and we will solve exercise in the next class. Thanks. Have a nice day. Stay well, stay safe.